more top 5s, maybe even top 10s. Ooh, memes, top 10 memes. Hey guys, what is up? AwesomeTheSauce here, and I hope you guys are having an amazing day. And 2 days ago, I made a top 5 secret places, secret doors kind of thing. And not only did you guys like it a lot, it also, led to a lot of discussion. So I thought, I would top it off, make another top 5 because it got a lot of likes when I said, leave a like if you want me to do more. So do that right now. If you want me to do more top 5s, maybe even top 10s. Ooh, memes, top 10 memes. I'm sorry, I'll stop. But yeah, if you want me to do more, just leave a like right now, just do it. I'll wait. I'm not gonna wait. That's stupid. But yeah, welcome guys to the top 5 unexplained mysteries, the top 5 mysteries in Wizard101. The reason this is different is because this is more of a discussion kind of video. It's not really things in Wizard101, it's more of things that I'm gonna visit, and it's not places in Wizard101, it's more things I'm gonna visit and talk about. And you know what makes this video work? First off, if you leave a like, I'm sorry, I'll stop. I gotta stop. But also leave a comment saying what you've always wondered about this game. Now, with that being said, guys, let's go into the School of Ice and talk about the Ice Professor. Now, we have no idea where she is from. And this is one of the biggest mysteries ever. We do know of the world. It's called Candy World. And it's very, very interesting because she was trying to summon gobblers to stop the evil... she summoned evil snowmen in Colossus Boulevard to solve the problem with the gobblers in Colossus Boulevard. And all that ended up happening was that the evil snowmen became evil and the gobblers kept taking over everything. And one very, very important part of Colossus Boulevard is that the gobblers also mentioned naming Colossus Boulevard New Gobblerton. They actually wanted to name all of Wizard City New Gobblerton. So now those are two big things. Now we know about this place called Candy World, and we also know about these gobblers right here. They eat everything, and they're from this place called Gobblerton, and they love eating treats like cookies and all of that. So it's very, very interesting. See, like, I just want to show a gobbler off right here. It seems like they're actually from the same world. Now, a lot of people have always asked about this world specifically. It's one of the biggest unexplained worlds ever, and I honestly think that they're connected. That's why I'm making them, the same top 5. I'm not gonna say they're different, but it does go to show. You always want to know what world people are from, but these two things are very, very unexplained. So who knows? Maybe we'll see a candy world or a food world, which would be an amazing idea. Please, Kings, I'll do it. As an extension of either Colossus Boulevard or maybe even where Grey Rose is from. So that's a number 5, guys. We're gonna go to the number 4 now in the unexplained mystery list that I made up in my mind that's totally subjective. Yeah! Alright guys, we're heading back to one of my favorite dungeons ever in this game, like ever. It's called the Tower of the Elephant. Now, if you've never heard of this, there's no surprise here. It's a secret dungeon only meant for level 60s. You enter through here. Let me just show you on the inside. But one of the most unexplained things that came out of this dungeon wasn't even, anything crazy. Basically, if you guys don't know, this was a dungeon that gave us a ring and a theme that predated...
Carlos, someone else has found the hole.
You want to not talk? Yeah, that's what I thought, Taurus. Alright, so basically, this battle gave us the Lexicon Blade, and the battle at the very top against this guy named Lion Lore Striker gave us the Aureate Band. And those are basically the, the Alpha and Omega Ring, and the Blade of the Fell Titan of the past. Now we have things like the Blade of the Shadow Palace, a Band of the Shadow Web from Morganth, or just the things that you get in Aqualung. But one of the most unexplained things that happened in this dungeon, not to get sidetracked, is the fact that there is a elephant. It's called the Tower of the Elephant. There's an elephant living here, and he was imprisoned to guard. His name is Kogasha, and I'll put this little text up right now if you guys are interested. But he mentioned an entirely unexplained world, the starlit area of Yago. Now, Yago seems really, really cool to me because it seems like the home of elephants. We've never been really explained where elephants come from. They always seem to be summoned. They always one was summoned in Grizzleheim at the end at Ravenscar. One was summoned here. They've been summoned all over the place. They've been summoned even in Dragonspire, but we've never had an explanation of where they're actually from. very, very interesting, really, if you think about it. So, that being said, guys, I think Yago is also a very, very cool world that could come out of the third arc. You know, it's a speculation about a future world, but it's really, really interesting if you think about it. They just mentioned this world. It's never been mentioned since then. It has not been mentioned. It hasn't touched this game except for that one mention, and it's a very, very unexplained mystery. So I'll come back to you guys with number 3. If you guys are enjoying it, leave a like right now, bro. This is the third time I asked. I'm greasier than usual today. Guys, number 3 is definitely a really, really big one because it's a question that I've always had, and I fear that we'll never get an answer to this one, unfortunately. That's why it's number 3, you know. I've always wondered, what school is Merle Ambrosia? Now that's an unsolved mystery and a half right there. We've never seen him fight, we've only seen him assist us, and we've never seen him cast any type of spell that would give us any type of insight. Now the fact that he founded Ravenwood, and you know, if you count him as a professor, his tree counterpart is literally Bartleby, there is no way to tell what kind of school he is. Now here's my theory. You know, it is theory time, obviously, right now. He seems to have stars and moons all over him. And he also knew about the Cabal. He did know about the Cabal. I mean, sorry, not the Cabal, I'm stupid. He knew about the Arcanum before. So, that being said, that means he knew about the Astral School and Astral Magic. He knew about all schools of magic well before we met him. So that means that he's had exposure to all the schools before. And the fact that he does wear robes with, you know, astral and moon spells, it's really, really interesting. Now, what does that mean? Well, that does mean that there's a lot of room for improvement here. Now, to actually look into this, we have to go to the world of Avalon. And this is why I actually think that, you know, this might... You know, I think it offers some type of insight as to what school he really, really is. Now, Avalon is a home of Morganth, Gamma, and obviously Merle Ambrose. And the thing about Avalon is that there isn't really magic here. I mean, obviously it's based off of fairy tales and things like that, but it's based on knights. It's based on sword fighting. Even when we kill people, it's considered us being a knight. It's not really us using magic. It's us dueling, you know? So I really, really do think that Merle never was a wizard to begin with, and that he started to look to the stars, and he learned about the spiral, and he found a way to travel to Bartleby. That's the story of how he founded Ravenwood. He found Bartleby by, you know, he basically was with Gamma in the castle. And there's a huge backstory to this. I will make another video on it, but my idea really is, he studied the sun, he studied the spiral, the stars, and the moon. He studied those to find a way to Bartleby. So I think that he's an astral scholar, and he can navigate by knowing how to look at the celestial bodies and things like that. Very interesting stuff here. You know, and you might be wondering, what does that mean? You know, what does that mean if he's star school or sun school or moon school? Well, it might mean that he's actually able to polymorph into any type of, you know, school, or he might be able to polymorph into a very powerful creature that we've never seen before. We don't know that for a fact, but it's a speculation, guys. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. What school do you think Merle Ambrose is? It's an unexplained mystery that we might never know. That's the one thing that they might never tell us. But I really want it explained. So Kings out, please. Now, guys, we're off to number 2. Stay tuned. Alright, guys. The reason I'm in this world of Chrysalis right now, is because I've always wondered about one unexplained mystery, which is the world of Chrysalis itself. Now, the reason I say this is because it seems to be a world where we're revealed so many things, and yet we never actually figure out a lot of the things. For example, what is this black hole? You know, how in the world, like, this is supposedly the deepest hole that you could possibly go down, and that's where Old Cobb went. This is where Grandmother Raven locked up Old Cobb. Now, what is this hole specifically, you know? Like, how, and will this hole be used to trap other beings? How do you even trap people with this hole? That's one big thing, but you know, that's just why I was here. This is, you know, what drew me there. But an even bigger mystery, if someone can survive in Chrysalis down this dark hole, if they can survive that type of fall, and they can just be encased and be, you know, they can be revived. Now, what happened to Morganth? Because Morganth fell through the glass into the sky somehow. We still don't really have a clear idea of how that even happened, because she's on this platform that's connected to land, and she fell off into the skies. But where did she fall? Where did she go? Where is Morganth? Now, Chrysalis seems to be, it has this little reputation of trapping a lot of people, but maybe one day Morganthe will come back. There's a lot of mystery surrounding Morganthe and exactly how she died, and if she's even dead. KingsIsle has his habit of bringing back, you know, old enemies. Malister was one of the biggest ones. He's been back 3 times. We fought him 3 times now. So it's definitely something to ask, you know? Exactly where did Morganthe go? Exactly how did Old Cobb even get trapped here? And exactly what even is Chrysalis? Why is Chrysalis the place? You know, it's obviously the world of Shadow. It's the farthest world from the Spiral Center, possibly. But exactly what makes it so special that someone can survive here for so long? And is it possible that under these circumstances, could Morganthe have survived? That's number 2, guys. We're gonna go finally to number 1, and it's something that a lot of people have been wanting me to make a video on, but I can't just yet, but we're mentioning it in this video. Yeah. Alright, guys, the final mystery is that of the Shadow School. Now, something very, very interesting about this Shadow School. We know the Shadow Professor. We know that there is a Shadow Professor. We actually helped her track down this beast before Polaris actually happened. So we know that there is a Shadow Professor, but we've never been in the Shadow School. It's also seen that the other professors don't trust the Shadow Professor too much. So it goes to show what is on the other side of this door, and who is the Shadow Professor, what's her story. This is something we'll definitely get, you know, a story about. We'll definitely hear about this, but that's one of the biggest unexplained mysteries. What new shadow spells will we learn? Will they break the game completely? You know, we never know. There's no way to really tell. But what we do know is that it's a school, you know? It's just as much of a school as the Astral Magic ones, or the Life School, or the, you know, any of them. So we're gonna have to learn something from the Shadow Professor. They're not gonna leave this unused. So hopefully we'll get an explanation on this school. Obviously we'll get a future. If you haven't quested yet, I don't want to spoil it for you. We will get an explanation on what this is, and we'll get an explanation on how the Arcanum will expand eventually. We even get an explanation on what the Arcanum is. So I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I will make a discussion video later when, you know, a lot of people are done with it. But it looks like shadow magic, guys, it's still there, you know? We're going to learn new things. We're going to learn how to manipulate shadow in ways we've never, ever learned before. And maybe we'll get into the darker side of magic through this. It's one of the mysteries. We'll never, ever know. But hopefully we'll know in a future expansion. That's a hope. Unless KingsIsle's stupid about it. So, guys, that's a top 5 list. Hope you guys enjoyed. I don't think I missed too many things. Like last time, what ended up happening, I said that this was a hidden door that we don't have an explanation on, even though that is the banner of the Cabal, and this is the place where they secretly locked away their findings and stuff, which is, you know, builds anticipation for the future. I knew a lot about it, it's just I didn't want to spoil it. You know, it is something that a lot of people at the time wouldn't have known about. But this one, I don't think I made too many mistakes. Leave in the comments below what you think is an unexplained mystery, and maybe we can make a theory video on it together, guys. And finally, if you haven't done so already, leave a like, guys. It does really help me out because YouTube is using this new algorithm, and it really, really helps content creators like me if you leave a like. So, you know, I would really, really appreciate that. And yeah, guys, that's all I can say for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. And if someone hasn't told you you're awesome today, guys, they're clearly doing something wrong. So, stay awesome, bruh. Yeah.